Hey guys, it's Shy and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are just gonna sit down and chit chat and play with makeup. I just got out of the shower, my hair is air drying, and I just felt like playing. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna turn the camera on and we're gonna hang out together. Before we get into it though, if you aren't already, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and join the party. You're already here anyway, so you might as well. And if you like, click that notification bell. It will keep you updated on all of my content and you will never miss a video. That being said, let's get into this. So I'm thinking I want to do something a little bit more natural but like super glowy. So we'll see. I'm just going to be running around with my mom today, maybe meeting up with the guys later. So nothing too major. First, I'm going to go in with my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. If you have not tried this yet, guys, it is everything. It is literally the best primer that's ever existed. It like doesn't appear like it's blurring your pores and stuff, but it does, and it just like grabs your foundation and it will not go anywhere all day. Like I can do this early in the morning and like by the yesterday's a perfect example. So I did my makeup around 7 a.m. and when I got back in town from work, I went out with my best friends and didn't get home till probably like 1:30 in the morning, and my makeup foundation was still on point. So this stuff is so good. You do want to let it sit in for a good minute though. And then the foundations that I'm going to go in with is I am going to mix my Wet n Wild Bronze Beige with my Cream Beige, just because that seems to be like the best shade match for me right now. I'm like kind of self-tanned, kind of on the way out of being self-tanned. I need to self-tan again. But I'm going to go in with my Bronze Beige first. I just kind of swipe it all over. This is literally my favorite foundation of all time. And then I take the Cream Beige and kind of put it in the rest of the areas and just buff it all out with my sponge. Yeah. Just swiping it all over. Nothing too exciting about this part, but... And then I'm going to use just my little Becca mirror so I can make sure that this is all blended. So I just start by just bouncing it all over, and this helps it to all blend together too. And then I normally go in with a second layer in spots that need it a little bit more. Because I've talked about this in some of my other videos before. I have a lot of redness to my skin, but I don't tend to color correct because something in the green color corrector always like makes me break out more, so it doesn't really help. So I prefer to just go over with a little bit more foundation, and this specific foundation doesn't get cakey or anything like that, so I never have any problems, thank God. So that's just what works for me best. And see, mixing those two, it's pretty decent to my body. Just patting this all in. And now I'm going to go in with a second layer and use Bronze Beige. And then just a tiny bit more of Cream Beige because I think that's going to be a little too fair. Perfect. All right, just pouncing this all in. I'm so excited today. It's finally like a little bit nicer. The last couple of days it started raining. It was all so cold in California again. I was so pissed. I'm just really ready for nice weather. Like not necessarily like hot all the time or anything like that, but just like nice, decent, normal weather. Especially because the new job that I am working at, we park, all the employees park on like a 3rd level, and it is uncovered parking. So if it is raining, we are in the rain, like running to our cars. So if it could just not for a little while, that would be great. Okay, so now for concealer, I'm gonna go in with my tried and true, my Maybelline Age Rewind in Light. And just a little bit. Just a little places that I want highlighted and a little bit more coverage. And then the sponge I'm using is a Real Technique sponge. When they're super damp, they tend to absorb a lot of product. With mine, I just slightly dampen them and I get better payoff with it. It works better for my like slightly oilier skin. So if you have a sponge that you've noticed that with, try just like slightly dampening it and it helps a lot better. It's about finding like that right combo for your skin. Just pouncing this all in. We're almost done and then gonna get to the fun glowy makeup part. Super random, but so yesterday at work I was on lunch and my assistant manager went in the back and was like, hey, come here. And I was like, what's up? And she was like, I know you'll know who this person is, but like a couple people were like freaking out in the store and like taking pictures, like not like anything like too crazy, but just like, oh my God, and like taking pictures. And I was like, who? And I peeked and it was Lauren Gray. Can I just say that she looks like a perfect angel goddess of a person in person, like exactly how she looks in her pictures is how she looks in person. I was just like, oh my God. And I love her. I've been following her forever. I love her music. I literally listen to it like every day since it's come out. So I was like, oh my God, like borderline fangirling. So I was nervous to like ask to take a picture or anything though, because I didn't want to be like that weird person. But I did go out and like say hi and just tell her that I adored her, and she was so sweet. So I thought that was really cool. So if you are also a fan of her, just so you know, she is the sweetest person on the planet. And I think that really helps because, you know, sometimes you meet someone who's a celebrity and like they're not as nice as you would hope they would be, or they don't treat their fans very well. Like, no, she was so sweet. Like, she gave me a big hug and she was like, oh my God, thank you so much. And I was like, yeah, you know, I just want you to know that like I absolutely like adore your music. Like, I listen to it all the time. And she was just really sweet. So I just thought that was really cool. So random fact of the week, but it made me so excited. It totally made my day. I was like, oh my God. And like barely anybody else knew who she was. And I was just like, how do you guys not know who she is? She has like 16 million followers and has been around forever. Oh my God. But whatever, I knew who she was and I was excited. Now I am going to contour my face a little bit. I am going to take my Profusion contour palette. This is literally the best contour palette ever if you have light to medium skin. Such a good contour palette. I'm gonna be super honest, I don't know if this comes in other shades. This is what it looks like, but I use this like every day of my life. And I'm gonna go in with my Mascara Beauty Hack Brush and just kind of mix the medium and light and use that to start chiseling out my cheeks. Let's see, it just does everything I want it to. And mixing those two colors just works really well for me too. I always like do that when I do it so I can make sure I can really like chisel them out. And then I'm gonna take the light contour shade just because it's a little bit of a cooler tone, and I use that to chisel out my jaw. And then I'm just gonna blend a little bit deeper. I always go over these contour lines with bronzer anyway, but I like that to be very just chiseled. And then for my nose contour, if I can find my little brush. I do this every time, I swear. I put like 50 brushes in front of me, and can I find the one that I need? Of course not. Okay, I found it and all is well with the world again. This is just that AOA Studios E110. You can get these from Shop Miss A, which is like $1 kind of website. I think the whole brush set, oh my God, was like maybe 10 bucks, and it came with a ton. I can't remember if this came with this set or on its own, but these little brushes are so good. Like, you do not need high-end brushes, guys. Like, they make such good brushes. Who else makes really good brushes? BH Cosmetics makes amazing brushes. I like a lot of the Morphe brushes a lot. Like, I know Morphe is like so overhyped, but I really like a lot of their brushes. But the Shop Miss A brushes are really some of my favorites. Peaches makes really good brushes at affordable price points too. I feel like I'm always about like affordable things. I'm just like, there's certain things you should splurge on, and then there's certain things that you really don't have to, and I feel like brushes are one of those things. So now I am going to bronze up my skin with this Morphe angled brush from the Rose Gold collection and my Becca Impanema Sun bronzer. This bronzer is just so good. Bronzer is, I think, one of the things that like I don't mind splurging on because it is like essential to my life. Like I have to look sun-kissed, like, and I think it's partially just because like I am naturally pale as all hell, so I need like bronzers to feel good, especially if I'm not self-tan. Like adding a little bit of bronzer, it just makes everything so much better. And then I'm just gonna really just pat that down. So now that we have that, adding a little bit of blush. This is from Milani. This is Tea Rose. They make such good blushes too. I guess this is turning into an affordable makeup get ready with me chit chat video. I'm going in with my massive Morphe. This is supposed to be like a powder face brush. I can't speak today, but I like it for blush. And it just puts everything on like exactly how I want it to. So good. Now for brows, just because I don't want to do anything really like at all with them, partially just because I'm lazy, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of my brow gel if I can find it. Yes, it's right here. So even though I'm blonde, I go in with the Benefit Gimme Brow in shade 5. It's a really cool tone shade, and I just feel like it does what I want it to do. So I like to just start putting this in my brows in like really light motions. We're gonna still carve it out with concealer, but I feel like on especially days when, sorry if you guys just heard those sirens, but especially on days when I just want to do like lighter makeup, I'll just go in with this deeper brow gel and it just works. See? And then we'll of course clean it up too, but it adds really nice pigment and it really just makes the brow hairs look really, really nice, but without looking like you tried too much and like you're really not trying at all. You just put it through your brows. It's so easy. And I love this little brush. I used to hate brow gel, and then I got one of like the travel size. I think it was a Sephora Play Box, and I was like, oh, I hate brow gels. And then it just grew on me, and I was like, what have I been doing with my life where I have not been using this every day, and now I can't live without it. So shout out to my Sephora Play Box for making me step out of my box. All right, so now I'm just going in with my concealer and just kind of carving out the bottom, just to make sure that we still look kind of snatched. Like I still want a nice shape, and then I'm just gonna leave the upper portion alone so it can be like not necessarily like bushy eyebrows, but just have a little bit more texture up there. Especially because like for eyes, I'm gonna be very minimal today. I think I'm just gonna do like maybe just like a little crease color and throw on like a ColourPop Super Shock shadow. Like I don't want to do anything too major, and just like a light mascara. See, just kind of does what I need it to do. Oh man. I'm so excited. I'm off this weekend. I love, I'm still with my same job, but I moved locations and I love it so much. So far, everybody has been so nice. And it's really, really fast paced and I love it. Like there's never a slow moment. And I live for that partially because like I'm just such a workaholic. I love working. I am a true Virgo. And I love being challenged and learning new things, and this is the perfect environment for that, and I'm really, really excited. Now for my eyes today, I'm going to go in with literally one of my all-time favorite palettes. This is the Tartelette Toasted palette. I swear if this was not a part of their permanent line, I would have purchased more because like I can't not live with it. I love it. I am going to go in with, where is it? What is this? Just a little crown shader brush and the shade S'more, and I'm going to use that just to set my concealer. This shade I've already hit pan on. I love it so much. I'll even set it to use it to set a lot of my cut creases where I just want a more of a matte style of cut crease just for like every day, and it's just such a good shade. And then I'm going to take my Profusion double-ended brush. These come in the eyeshadow palettes. I don't think you can buy them on their own, but they're really, really good brushes. And I'm going to go into the shade Latte. I'm going to start buffing this into the crease. This is just the perfect like warm neutral palette. And they blend like a dream. And it's just like every color you could need. And this shade Crackle is really cool. It's a dark brown, but it has gold flecks in it. So if you want to do like a really cool smoky eye and just put that all over the lid, it looks so pretty. The light catches it really, really nice. Or if you just dab your brush in there slightly, like just slightly, it won't pick up the glitter either, and you can use that to just kind of buff all over. All right. Now I'm going to take my ColourPop Fluff brush and the shade Latte again and just put it underneath my eye. No look is complete without a little something underneath there. I can't leave it blank. It stresses me out. Okay, and now for my ColourPop Super Shock, I am going to go in with the shade Falling Up. And it's just this really sparkly shade. Just so I have a little something on my lid. I'm going to be wearing my glasses today. I didn't feel like wearing my contacts. But I love at least putting a little something on the lid to grab attention. And I'm just tapping this all over. Now that my nails are short again, I can actually use my Super Shock shadows a little bit easier. One of my nails just happened to break. They normally always break. I'm so rough with my hands. But I didn't feel like having it redone, so I just told him to cut all of them down. And I'm actually living for my shorter nails right now. I'm not mad at it. At first I freaked out and like I didn't know how to do anything without my long nails. I couldn't even put on lashes. I was a mess. But now that I've gotten more used to them being shorter, like we're doing okay. See how like that just adds a little bit of sparkle, and these Super Shock shadows are so good. You can do them with a synthetic brush too. I would always use them with, let me see if I have it over here to show you guys. Anything like this where it's really flat. This is a BH Cosmetics. ColourPop makes one though. Oh, here it is. This is the one. So this is the ColourPop. So when they first launched brushes, I don't know, but it's shaped like this. This works so good with their glitters and their Super Shock shadows. Like it's just so, it's perfect. So if you have nails or just don't like applying stuff with your fingers, I really recommend those brushes. And then I'm just gonna take my eyelash curler and I am going to go in with my Lash Paradise. Me and one of my coworkers were actually talking about this. She is going to Armenia, and a lot of her friends over there were asking for the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And she was like, no, the L'Oreal Lash Paradise is so much better. Like, I'm going to bring you guys that instead. She's like, I mean, if you really want the Too Faced Better Than Sex, I'll bring it to you, but this one's better. And I was like, oh, it's so much better. So if you're looking for a good mascara, this one is amazing. Armenia is actually somewhere that I really want to visit. She was telling me just how beautiful it is. And I'm like, I want to go so bad. She said it's somewhere that you could even go just kind of like by yourself. Like, of course, it's better with friends, but it's just a beautiful place to see. And I am so excited to go there someday. I turned 30 next year, so I think that maybe I'll plan a trip there. I'm not really like a partier. Like I can have my moments where I'll like want to go out with my close friends, but overall I'm not. And I think doing something like that would be a way better like dirty 30 for me, to like just travel and see some really beautiful places than to like have some raging party. That's just not my vibe. Or I'll end up in Chicago with Michelle again, which is always the best. I'm gonna try to go out there for Lollapalooza. It depends though if I can get the time off of work because I am at a new place. but if I'm able to, I am so going because the lineup is just good. And I miss Michelle so much. She's like my person in the world. So I'm like, I need to go visit her. I haven't seen her since my birthday. Well, I've seen her since, but I haven't been back to Chicago since my birthday of last year. And oh my God, I loved it. So for my glow today, I am going to take my Wet n Wild Mega Glow in the, what shade is this? Goddess Glow. And I am going to put this on my cheeks. It layers really well, surprisingly, over powder. It works really, really well. So I just like to bounce my sponge in. See, and it just gives you such a beautiful, like, simple glow. This is like, if you like a glow, you need this product because you can do it super simple. You could honestly do it on like your natural skin, on your body. I'm gonna definitely put some on my body. I'll show you guys what that looks like today. But even layering highlighter on top of it, it is just the best product. It doesn't make my face feel sticky. It completely dries down. I'm gonna take the excess and just put a little bit on my nose going down. Just a tiny bit right there. It's just, oh my God, I love this. So on the shoulders, it's really easy. So I'll do a little bit there and just like rub it out. And I'll do the same thing over here, about there. It's so pretty. And then just hit the collarbones because we cannot leave them out. Especially since I'm in a tube top today. Speaking of this tube top, guys, oh my God. So I started working with this clothing brand. They're so affordable. It's called Shop Israella or Israella. I have to figure out because it's got the double L in it. But they're so freaking sweet. And I have a code where you guys get money off if you want to use it. It'll be in my description boxes going forward. But I got this tube top. I got a bunch of tube tops. They have lashes, they have dresses, all types of things, but really, really affordable. Like I think this tube top was like 12 bucks or something. I could be wrong. I bought a bunch, but I just wanted to include this in there. So this is what their little like shop handle and everything are, but it'll be down below. But they're just really, really sweet. Like they included like a handwritten note and everything. But I am a part of their PR program now. So I'm really excited, but I really love them. And they totally fit my brand because you know me, I like to find you guys really affordable things. We do Fashion Nova hauls over here, like things that like you can look bomb at a fraction of the price point, and they are a brand that really does do that. And they have accessories, they got sunglasses, a whole bunch of really good things at really low price points. So definitely check them out, and the shipping is like hella fast. At least it was for me. I live in California, so I don't know how it is for everywhere else. But now for highlight today, I am gonna take my Wet n Wild Golden Flower Crown and just add a little bit more because I feel like it. I just want to be super glowy. And just a little bit more. Oh yeah, this one is such a good. Wet n Wild, I just don't know how they do it, man. For like, look at that glow. $4, like what? And then just putting it right over the little spots is just gonna make you just like shine. I love it. And then of course hitting Cupid's bow. And then I'm gonna take a little detailer brush, if I can find one. This one will do just fine. I'm going to take just a tiny bit to the inside corner of my eye. I just feel like it helps open up my eyes. Because I have very almond-shaped eyes, especially like when I smile and stuff. They get very crescent-shaped, so I feel like adding a little bit of something to my inner corner helps open them up a little bit. It could just be in my head, but I feel like it helps. See, now we glowing. And for lips, what do I want to do? I have so many lips in front of me. Let's see. Maybe I'll do, you know what, I'm gonna do this next one. This is Push Up. And I really like this one. It's like a really nice, just like neutrally nude shade. Oh my god. Okay, so I had never been to a NYX store I remember working in Santa Anita for a little bit, and I saw them building one, and then I just never knew. I don't live anywhere near Santa Anita or Pasadena, so I never like went, and I don't know, for some reason in my head I thought that was like the only one. I don't know, because I just never saw them anywhere else. But I saw one at the Glendale Galleria, and I was like, oh my god. So I went in and I got this shade and some other things that I'm gonna do like a NYX kind of dedicated video. But their store manager was the just sweetest goddess. Oh my god, her makeup was just fire. Like, we were just talking, and her personality was just infectious. And I asked her, I said, are you in management here? And she's like, yeah, I'm the store manager. I was like, I can tell, because your customer service is just on point. She was so sweet. So if you are in California and find yourself there, definitely check out their store. But speaking of customer service, on the flip side, I had never been to a Riley Rose. I've seen them online. My best friend Michelle that I mentioned always tells me, like, you need to shop online over there. They have the coolest stuff. So they have a massive store there. So I went in the store, and I was in there for about 20-25 minutes, like swatching things. They had the Lime Crime Angels palette that I've been wanting for an eternity, and finally got to see it in person. No one approached me. Not one person. So I just dropped my stuff and I left, because if you have horrible customer service, I'm not gonna shop there. And I don't know, like, there were a ton of people working and no one was being helped. Like, I don't know, like, I get it, I work customer service, and like sometimes weird things happen, but like, they weren't helping anybody or greeting anyone when they came in. Nothing. And like, I felt so bad for everybody else, because I'm like I know I needed help asking a question for something, but like I couldn't really like find anybody that like looked approachable. And like everybody else kind of looked lost too, but I was like, God, I felt so bad. And then I went into Lush, because one of my coworkers, Val, had mentioned the ocean salt scrub, and her skin, I mean, this girl's gorgeous anyway, but her skin is so good. So I was like, oh my god, I want to try that. And I was talking to the Lush guy, who, Lush was so sweet. Like, I was like, thank you guys for having great customer service, because after dealing with just being ignored at Riley Rose, I was just like, damn, you know, like, I worked a long ass shift, which I love my job. I love my long shifts, don't get me wrong, but you know, I wanted to shop, buy myself a little something, and then I was like, ew. But they didn't recommend the ocean salt scrub, just because my skin has so many like little bumps with it. So they recommended a different scrub that I've been using the last few days, and I love it. It's something angel skin. I don't know. I'll do a favorites and I'll show you guys it, but really, really love it so far. So Val, if you're watching this, thank you for telling me about Lush, because I didn't get that specific scrub. Once my skin gets even better, I will though, but my new scrub, oh my god, I love it. So now I am going to set my face with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Matte Finish. This is one of my all-time favorite setting sprays. It just holds my makeup really, really nice. It doesn't make my skin break out. In my opinion, it's a dupe for like Urban Decay, but this is just how it works with my skin. Like, it does the exact same thing that Urban Decay does. So I love it. And the mister on it is really nice too. Alrighty guys, I am gonna finish my hair and then show you me all put together. Alright guys, and this is the finished look all together. I just threw on a black sweater. I have black high-waisted jeans on today because it's a little bit chillier than I thought it originally was. Jose told me that it was layering weather today anyway, but I just wanted to wear my tube top, so whatever. I've been using the X Mondo hair care, and I am in love with it. I just blow dried my hair right now and just straightened a couple end pieces, but I am loving it. I'm using it with my Garnier Sleek and Shine, so I'm mixing the two, and that just really just does it for my hair, and it's just so So good. I love it. So that's what I did to just kind of finish off the hair. But I am gonna go pick up my mom now, and we're gonna go hang out and go to Home Goods and spend money that we probably don't need to spend, but it's okay because at least our houses will look fabulous, right? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you next video. Bye.